The pick-me girl, the insult progressive women love to throw at any woman who steps out of line, typically a conservative one, the accusation being that she's debasing herself for male approval. But what if the biggest pick-me girls are the ones throwing the term? Let's talk about it. So let's look at chief pick-me enthusiast Abbie Chatfield, currently selling a national tour. Abbie Chatfield loves men, promising her deep concerns about masculinity and the manosphere, punctuated with a smug little lol. And the smugness sits comfortably alongside some genuinely sobering facts. Suicide is the leading cause of death for Australians aged 14 to 44, and men take their own lives at a rate of 3 to 4 times that of women. For a young man in this country, there is nothing, no disease, nor accident that kills them more than despair. But who cares about that, apparently, when there are theatre tickets to sell? The loneliest, most at-risk demographic we have is being turned into a punchline for a touring comedy show, and the sneer is being marketed as some form of social commentary. This is a woman who has worked out that contempt sells, and that performing it rewards her every single time. Abbie isn't trying to be picked by a man, it's the algorithm she needs, because when it swings in her favor, it's extraordinarily lucrative. One week she's in tears over the relentless media attention, the next she's mocking men to sell tickets, rage baiting for the very attention she'll later claim to be a victim of. On the surface, it looks chaotic, but the truth is it's deliberate. Abbie is a slave to the algorithm. And it's the same instinct that sent a young Channel 9 reporter to ambush Pauline Hanson at Perth Airport, smirking as she asked whether the senator flew cattle class. She was chasing the clip, the moment that the media would pick her. It backfired so spectacularly that within a day, the internet found her Tinder profile, where she reportedly states she's only interested in dating millionaires. Which is a bit rich, given the whole gotcha was a sneer at Hanson for supposedly being too cozy with a billionaire. So rich people are repulsive when they're conservative, but perfectly fine when they're your sugar daddy, hey Sophie. Irving Goffman described all social life as performance, but he warned that when the performance becomes the whole self, the real person disappears behind it. That is the trap a generation of young women in media have walked into. They have been told that the gotcha is the career, that contempt is courage, and that the clip matters more than their craft. They perform for the approval of a feed and a political tribe, and then, naturally, it is us contrarians who get branded as pick-me's. The irony is delicious. The conservative women they sneer at, women like me, holding an unpopular view in a very hostile room, doing the exact opposite of seeking approval. Look at Pauline Hanson at the press club today. 30 years in public life and decades of sneering coverage. And when Get Up dropped a banner behind her, something the club's own president condemned and is now investigating as a security failure, she barely paused. She finished her speech with composure while staff tore it down. That is not a woman performing for the room. That is a woman who stopped needing the room's permission a long time ago. So before you call a woman a pick-me, ask who is actually performing and for whom. We used to build monuments to the men we lost. Now we sell tickets to laugh at the ones we're about to.